Y'all ever hear a piece of advice that you know is true? It's irrefutable. Tried and true methods older than sliced bread passed down from generation to generation of artists, and when you hear it, your first thought was, man, what a load of shit! We all have at least one. Tips and tricks that we know deep down in our heart of hearts are true, but for some reason, we just can't accept it. Using references is one. It may be an amateur thing, but I personally have never met anyone who thought references was cheating. Warm-up sketches being another. It makes sense, not only mentally, but physically. You gotta get yourself nice and loose and get the blood flowing before you engage in any activity. Do I do it? No, but it's a good idea. There are thousands of others, but the one that I have faced many times and did inglorious battle with, mine old enemy. Taking a break. This bitch. And I know I am being unreasonable. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Stood the test of time. Even the great Van Gogh took breaks, probably. I would be a better artist by doing this. But for some wacky reason, I have convinced myself that if I'm not constantly drawing or writing or doing something pertaining to my stories, I have failed. Even when I'm doing something productive like baking or cleaning, which takes a while, there's the dumbass side of me that is constantly, you should be writing, you should be working on something else right now, your novels would have been published and on their way to a movie by now if you were just wasting your time being a human, and other shit like that. Well, at the same time, when I do force myself to pull an extra shift or a late night working to appease the voice, my creative side goes radio silent. It's all a balancing act, you know? It's about finding what actually works for you without forcing it too hard. There have been times where I had to sit myself down and say, I am going to finish this task, or at least make some headway on it before I go to sleep. That determination helped fuel my mind to view the project from a different angle and finally fully see what was tripping me up. It's fleeting moments like this that push me to keep chugging along, hoping it'll work this time and prove to myself that I'm not a failure. And I'm not a failure. Well, maybe at life, but when it comes to my craft, I am more productive in the evening and nighttime with ambient music in the background if I'm writing, or some sort of documentary while I'm drawing. Just something to listen to, but not completely overwhelming me. Other physical activities like chores are best done in the morning or midday for me, but then again, I know all this is true. Do I do it? However, I still don't know when or how to take breaks that are restful and meaningful. Most of the time, I just feel like procrastinating by scrolling through YouTube shorts for hours. I guess if I stick to my aforementioned schedule more strictly, I would feel less burnt out and stressed all the time. It's going to be a long, hard journey for me. At the time of scripting this video, it was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I had a full week of that. But then while recording this, I pushed this video back a week because I had been sick and decided not to hurt my throat any more than I had to by recording this audio. I have plans to use this channel to document my creative journey and hopefully encourage or at least entertain others while on theirs. We may not all be in the same boat, but we're in the same ocean, each needing different tools to help keep us afloat. Find out what works for you and maybe you'll learn how to swim.